This is Loudspeaker.
This show features scenes that may not be appropriate for all audiences. A full list of content warnings is available in the show notes. Remember that nothing is what it seems when you're tuned into the weird.
Hey, Derek. Hey, Caleb. Did you catch that kid trying to sneak into the mine again? Nah, some outsider made their way onto the property. Derek, did they get into the mines? No, sir, you know us. Not even close. Alright, I'll handle this. Need any help? Nah, this one should be easy.
We are the best government agents ever.
We are so good at being government agents.
Hold on, I just need to update my notes here with...
You guys suck.
Alrighty, so which one of you two fuckos do we start out with?
Every failed roll you mark experience, right?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
I gotta mark experience. Shit.
Mm-hmm.
My one single goddamn roll in that whole
So, in this situation, you have now been handcuffed. You have been with the twisty ties.
I did get handcuffed already.
Right. Well, they've surrounded you. They've kind of like dealt with the scene. They've put you into the car, and one of the security guards opens the door, walks in, closes behind you, and sits across from you in one of these vehicles, and says, "So, going on to private property here. That's not allowed, obviously. How can I help you?"
Well, the thing is, what does he have a name tag?
It does. It says Knowles, Knowles.
Well, Officer Knowles?
Just Knowles, not an officer.
Knowles-
Don't work for the law.
Mr. Knowles. Mr. Knowles,
Mr. Knowles is good.
The thing of it is, are you a religious man, Mr. Knowles?
I live in Alabama. Of course I'm a religious man.
Of course you're a good religious man, Mr. Knowles. So am I, you see. You know how the good Lord put those dinosaur bones in the earth to test us, to test our faith?
Mm-hmm.
And so a good person now has died here, and I think it was because of temptations of the devil. I think that those bones there are now tainted and sinful, and I was just trying to do right by the Lord to get them out of there, and I'm sorry if I've done wrong, if I've broken the law by trying to do so. I was just trying to do right by the Lord. I was trying to do what I thought was the Christian thing. And I'm sorry if I've done wrong, Mr. Knowles. I was only trying to do what I thought the Lord wanted me to do. Surely you can understand that, right?
Roll fast talk.
What the
Now-
fuck is happening?
Does this count as one of my... Can I add, with one of my moves as, does this count as an absurd solution to a problem? With my...
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Say
This is very absurd. This is really absurd. However, I want you to read this extra move here.
Through your research...
I want you to read it in its entirety.
Through your research, you have discovered interesting solutions to problems. You gain a +1 to any roll that involves an absurd solution to a problem. However, if it's not a full success, it is a complete failure, and the director gets to take a hard move. You also look like an idiot if you fail.
I guess in your investigations you discovered Deuteronomy 32:26. For God so loved the world that he put dinosaur bones in the earth to test us.
All right. You better roll a fast talk as con.
Yeah. Okay. So I got a +2 to con, and that's gonna give me an extra +1. So yeah, I feel confident taking.
You feel confident?
Yeah,
here.
I feel confident taking this. All right, here we go. Ha! Fuck you! That was a natural 12.
Yeah.
No fucking way.
I don't know if you can see if my screen is too bright. Nope, it's too bright.
Congratulations.
I ain't know that's the reason God killed them damn dinosaurs. I guess that's right. I need to go home and write my Bible more.
What did you say your name was?
My name is Hal Bishop.
All right, Hal. Are you familiar with Genesis 1:24 through 31?
Yes.
I agree with you 100%. Because God said, let the earth bring forth living creatures according to their kinds, livestock and creeping things, and the beasts of the earth according to their kinds. He never said anything about goddamn dinosaurs. So,
Absolutely. See, I knew you would understand. As soon as I saw you, I knew, Mr. Knowles, this was the face of a good God-fearing Christian man who would understand my cause.
problem is, I still have to do my job, right? In this case, we'll just say, we're going to let you go. However, I'm going to tell you right now that about 2 o'clock in the morning, there is a shift change here. Nobody's around. 2 o'clock in the morning, you 100% can go destroy those dinosaur bones that Satan left here on this earth for men to be tempted by.
Mr. Knowles, I want to thank you for your kindness, your mercy, and your dedication to all things good in this world. I will take this information and I will do what must be done.
Praise be to you.
And praise be to the Lord. And I'll never do it again.
Did we just create a sundown town but exclusively for dinosaurs?
Shut up.
This Mr. Knowles lets you out of the security vehicle, and he walks around, talks to the other people. They kind of like look kind of confused about why they're letting you go, and he lets you off past the fence and on to doing your own thing.
Let me off with a warning. You know, it happens.
And where the fuck is Hal?
Oh, I'm now running. Now that I think Hal was walking the street, still somewhat in his drunken businessman attire, which is tie around his forehead, unbuttoned white shirt, and he just sees Delaney getting out of a cop car and rushes towards them. Hey, so you kind of left me high and dry back there, bud. I know I'm your assistant, but if you don't tell me what you're doing, it's a little hard for me to assist.
Oh, sorry. I just assumed, you're a big boy who's been with the CIA for 3 years. I thought I could leave you unattended for a minute to, do your work. Was I wrong?
No, I did do my work. That bartender offered me some very lovely information that a man was killed by a bird. As we've already discussed, everyone believes this is a bird. It is a bird. Also, it's not a murder. Unless crows are involved, this is not a murder. This is just an unfortunate incident of a bird in the nighttime killing a man.
Well, that was an amusing reference to a book that I'm not 100% sure was published at the time that we're setting this.
I know. I'm going to write it in the future. I think it's a play as well.
All right, so you learned a thing that we already know, and I learned that we'll be able to sneak into the crime scene and see if we can learn new things.
So we're not. This just isn't cut and dry. No matter how much I try to convince you, this is not a cut and dry situation for you.
Bishop, it's never a cut and dry situation. You'll learn that eventually.
All right, what do you propose we do until then?
Well, perhaps we could go talk to some people about, like, did you gain anything useful apart from what we already know? That a person was killed by what people assume is a bird. Any locals that we can talk to? Maybe we could get a look at the body? Did you do your job, maybe, while I was gone?
Well, I was doing my job, and then I turned around, and turns out the person who brought me here was gone. So I figured maybe you found some intel, but how about this? We can go speak to the mayor, we can speak to... Do they even have police here? Like, that did not look like a cop car you just got out of.
I need one of you guys to roll for that specific question. So
wait,
let's
hold on.
Roll...
The man who arrested Hal Bishop, aka Ash Delaney, did say he was not part of the police. So I feel like Delaney should have information, at least that they weren't police officers.
Yes, they were not police officers. No, however, there is another question that you kind of asked there that I do want somebody to roll about. And this is specifically, I would say, research. I'm going to say somebody gets to roll for research about the police here in town.
I asked the question, I rolled a 9. I'm just saying. I asked the question, I rolled a 9.
Okay, but you have noticed that ever since that you've left Birmingham, that there have been no cops anywhere. You don't see a cop car coming through town. You haven't seen anybody parked. The people that arrested you were security guards. People in town are adverse to the police and to government from everything that you've heard, especially from Dr. Cooper. And that's kind of the situation. So you're kind of piecing together that maybe A, the police don't like being in this town, and B, the people don't like the police.
So I'm gonna stay in my drunk businessman outfit for the rest of this adventure, is what you're telling me. Hi, I'm drunk businessman Hal Bishop. Nice to meet you. I pull out a badge which reads drunk businessman.
So they're fine with security guards. So wait, crime scenes are guarded by security guards. Wait.
Wait, is the
That's
so
interesting.
it's the crime scene is on old mining facility.
Right. So the old mining facility is owned by somebody, so it's protected by the security guards. I wonder who's labeling it as like a crime scene.
That also means there are no protocols going on with that crime scene.
Yeah, that's
not
a good
good.
point. No. We need to get on there as soon as 2:00 hits, which also means if there's no cops, is there like a forensic team in the morgue looking at the body?
Was the body removed?
Is it still sitting there? So can you even think about it, Bishop? Can you even trust what people are saying about, they were just murdered by a big bird?
Okay, so yeah, there's a lot more in this case. I hate to say this more than anything I've ever had to say in my entire life, but you were right. This is not cut and dry. Where did you see where that car that took you went to? Because I assume since they're security for this place, they should know at least what happened to the body, if anything happened to the body in the first place.
I don't know if I'm going exactly to be able to talk to them again. Don't worry about it. Just trust me on that one.
Well, you can't. But drunk businessman Hal Bishop certainly can.
Was there anyone else that you spoke to about with that bartender that we could maybe go talk to? Let's keep talking to the security guards as a last resort, maybe.
We can go to the mayor's office. They did say that the victim was a churchgoer. Perhaps we could go to his church. There are not many options. This town is extremely small.
There's gotta be a way for us. I need to get to see that body. If there's a way we can get to the body before we can go look at the crime scene later.
Charles, is the body still there? That is also a big question.
You guys don't know.
I feel like the only thing that would be tough about talking to the mayor is being government agents would get us access to the mayor, but they don't want to talk to government agents, but there's no reason for two random, like, drunk businessman and whoever, like, randos to go speak with the mayor.
What's around us right now? Is there a hill or anything? I assume since it's a mining facility, it would be in a dip.
The main road that kind of goes through town, which is just called like First Avenue or what have you, is just like cuts right past the pizza bar. Just to the south of that is that mining facility. So you basically just like left the pizza bar, ran over a hill, and you just got arrested pretty much immediately. And now you're back on that first street. You can see the gas station right next to you. There's like a few different churches just like down the road, a couple blocks. You could see those. And then like just right down one of the other streets ahead of you, like down the street from the pizza bar, you do see the mayor's office is kind of like where you're currently located.
What time is it?
It's, you got there early afternoon. You hung out at the pizza bar for like an hour or two, so it's like mid-afternoon at this point.
Oh, we got a lot of time to kill.
Yeah. That also means, though, I don't know if this is how mayors work, but assumedly the mayor has to be getting off work soon, you would think. Which means...
I have no idea what mayoral... like, I don't know when they clock in and out.
Well, the mayor's shift should end soon, which means we can invite him down to the pizza bar, posing as drunk businessman Hal Bishop and friend, and perhaps get some info out of him that way. I mean, you've got I assume the DOT credit card that we could business expense a nice meal for the mayor.
Hal, you've seen our car, right?
I'll pay for it. We go to the mayor's office, but we don't go inside. We just kind of chill. And I'm looking to see.
There is, the building is basically pretty much empty. As you walk in the door, there's like it was made for like a bunch of different businesses to kind of like live inside of this one building, right? There's like and they're all empty except for one that has a big like mayor's sign.
It's an abandoned mall.
But like a little tiny mall. Have you ever been into one of those buildings where you walk in the door and there's like 6 different offshoot rooms and they all have their own businesses in it? It's kind of like that.
I'm gonna roll assess on this. Because it's like one of those little office blocks where they have like the little like suite of like buildings, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, I'm gonna roll assess just to see, just because this is really weird.
Aha!
Behind the sign that says mayor, you can clearly read where it used to say Papa John's, and now it just has mayor.
Okay, that's a 10 plus 1 is 11.
Nice. So you get to ask 3 questions on the assess wheel, which we haven't gone over, so I'm just going to go over real quick and never do it again. What potential complications do I need to be wary of? What do I notice despite an effort to conceal it? How is blank vulnerable to me? How can I avoid trouble or hide here? What is my best way in, out, way past? Where can I gain the most advantage? Who or what is my biggest threat in this situation? Who or what is in control here? And if you ask that last fucking question, you are wasting a question. Because there's a big sign that says who's in control here, and it is, in fact, the mayor.
It is Papa John.
What potential complications do I need to be wary of? What do I notice despite an effort to conceal it? And I'm going to save one question to gain a +1 to any future pry roll.
Nice. Killing it. What potential complications do I need to be wary of? Well, I think the biggest one is that you have already used a fake name and that you are very aware, hyper aware now that this town is very libertarian, to say the least, and that you do need to watch out for what you say, because when government officials, and as a reminder, previously when you were talking to Dr. Cooper, he mentioned that it was they weren't really willing to give him very much information because of him being like them thinking he's a government official as well. So that is the answer to that question. What do I notice despite an effort to conceal it?
The Papa John's.
The businesses. The Papa John's. The Papa John's. Oh my god, I ripped out my headphones because that shit is gold. That's the joke answer. The real answer is that you have noticed, and it's not necessarily exactly with the mayor's office itself, but it also kind of plays into it. But this town has the mine, and usually in mining towns that are doing well, there's more businesses. Since the only place inside of that little area is you've got the pizza bar, you've got one other restaurant, and you've got the mayor's office. Everything else is closed up for the most part. You assume that the mine is not doing too well, that maybe they're not, pulling out as much materials as they have been in the past, and that this is becoming kind of a rundown town.
You can afford to put a buttload of security on the private security on the crime scene, though.
Yeah.
Ooh, I didn't think about that.
Before we go in there, just so you know, did you happen to tell that bartender your name?
Did I? I don't
know, did you?
I don't believe I did. I'm fairly sure I just enjoyed a few drinks with him.
I may have told a security guard that I was Hal Bishop in a moment of panic.
Okay. Just
so you know.
Just gonna ignore that, but all right. Complicates matters a bit, but okay. I walk into the mayor's office, which I assume dings. Ding ding.
It does. Yeah. Please don't make the sound effects. I make the sound effects. As you will hear in the in part 3 of our bonus episode on Patreon, I have schooled these fools about not using their own sound effects, and I have told them, and this is warning number 2, that if you continue creating sound effects, I will use those sound effects for the entirety of the show.
I think that one's actually just a good take. I think you can just use that one in general.
Okay, I will use that from here on out.
Okay, good. I had to do a quick retake, make sure it worked. Yeah, I walk in. Is there anyone else there, or is it just the mayor at a desk?
Is there like a secretary?
There's a secretary's desk, but there is no secretary. Assumedly, there is no secretary because he can't afford for a secretary. So it's just the mayor inside of the office, and he's just like playing on his phone, playing.
It's the 90s. It's the 90s. He's playing Snake.
Solitaire.
Oh, damn it.
Solitaire on his phone? In the 90s? Just give the man a computer.
The man has a computer. He is playing Doom 1. The original Doom.
I was gonna sing the Doom music, then I remembered, oh wait, Charles will put it in post. It's okay. Excuse me? We're here to see the mayor.
That is me. How can I help you folks?
Mayor Johnson? What is your name, sir? I'm sorry.
Mayor, I forgot my last name.
It's been so long since anyone's come to see me, I forgot.
Hi there. Who are you folks? I haven't seen you before.
I'm Hal Bishop.
And my name is Ash Delaney. Nice to meet you. Actually, we are we're from Birmingham, but I'll be honest with you, we just came down to go to the pizza bar for a few hours, but as we've come through, we just fell in love with your town here, and we were curious about perhaps purchasing a home, but we couldn't find any type of homeowners association to go to. So, is it you who we speak to about that? I just
Yeah, it is me. I actually do a lot of real estate as well on the side.
Okay.
I do real estate. I am the mayor. I also I'm also the plumber here in town. Kind of a jack of all trades, if you know. You see on his desk a plaque that says Mayor Savage.
Okay. Well, yeah, we just wanted to speak to you about your town. Like we said, it's beautiful. It's slow, which is something we desperately need compared to that busy Birmingham lifestyle.
Oh, you know Birmingham.
Oh, yes, I do.
We do.
You know what they say about Birmingham.
It
It's the
doesn't
magic
have
city.
nearly as many churches to choose from as here.
Both of those things.
One of those is actually correct. But yeah, we love your town. I'm like I said, nothing ever happens around here. We're sure. In fact, can we take you out? Just because you're doing such a good job running this town. We wanted to really talk over getting a home here and speak with the mayor a little bit. What do you say? Just gonna roll in advance.
Yeah, I'm gonna say fast talk.
Fast talk is con.
So,
Plus
and this
two.
is when you use your wit. We didn't explain this one. When you use your wit to convince someone to do something or to lie to their face, you can roll con. 10 plus, they do exactly what you want, or they do what you want within reason. 7 to 9, they do, but there are some consequences.
That is 3 and oh no. 1 plus 2, which is what my con is. So no, it's not good. It's a 6.
It's a 6.
However, in this situation, Ash can help out to bring it up to a mixed success in some way.
Okay.
So as of right now, the mayor is looking and saying, I don't know you folks very well.
I'm a busy man.
there's
I
been
got
some-
more Doom to play.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm knee deep in the dead right now.
I'm sure you've got all kinds of interesting stories to share about the fascinating history of your town that we would love to hear you regale us with as the custodian to all of the fascinating lore of Carrion Hill. I mean, how often do you get to the undivided attention of two individuals who are just in love with history and who will buy you as many drinks as you want?
I do like alcohol. I do need you to roll for this since you are helping here.
Yep. That is a 9.
9. So you do get a +1 to that, which makes it is a mixed success. So the mayor pauses Doom. He looks at you both and says, "Well, first 2 rounds of drinks on you folks."
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, 100% I'm in then. So, come, I'm gonna finish up work here. But as soon as I'm done, meet you over there in about an hour. Does that work for you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sounds like a plan.
That's not so far away in time that we feel like we have to do something in between. Let's go.
Hey everybody, it's Charles again. Thank you so much for checking out The Weird, Episode 1, Chapter 2. We're in the swing of things here.
yeah, thank you so much for checking out the show. We're gonna get back into the show, but first, a couple brief things that I do want to go over before we jump right back into things. Once again, episode 0 is in fact on our Patreon. You can go and check that out on patreon.com/jointheweird. You can get a lot of cool content on Patreon, including an ad-free experience. You don't have to listen to me in the middle of these episodes any further. You can get a bonus episode, which is about 4 hours of additional content, access to the game that we're playing currently, behind-the-scenes content, and a bunch of other super secret stuff. So thank you to all of our current patrons, and thank you if you decide to jump in on the Patreon family. And if not, please consider supporting us in other ways, like sharing the show with friends. That is a big way that you can help us out here. Thank you so much to Loudspeaker, our network, which, if you haven't heard, Loudspeaker is a hybrid radio station / podcasting network dedicated to giving a platform to underserved voices like ourselves. So go over to Loudspeaker, loudspeaker.fm for a 24-hour music stream, as well as the ability to listen to all of our shows, including our show a little bit early. Opposite weeks, you'll be able to listen to The Vibe, which is great. Great show as well, which is an in-universe radio show here for the weird. Yeah, so let's jump back into things, but first, a brief word from our sponsors.
Damn it, I thought of a really good joke, but doesn't work for the 90s.
Do it. Do it.
Bishop, you want to take me to church?
I fucking love it.
Yeah, sure. You're not gonna your skin won't burn or anything upon entering it, will it?
I mean, it hasn't yet, but I also do wear at least 3 protective charms of various religions on me at all times.
No, that was just a joke. That was a joke, is what that was.
We're having fun, the two of us.
We're
bonding.
Sure.
Like friends do.
And off to the church.
So I think in this time, because it's very nearby, you go to the first church.
Firch.
The
The Firch of Carrion Hill.
Yeah, the Firch Church of Carrion Hill. You walk inside. They say, Henry didn't go to church here. Sorry. Check next door. You walk next door to church number 2, and that's not the case. And they're like, hey, just check across the street, and you go to church number 3, which is literally across the street. And this church, which I don't know, does Fantasy Name Generator have a church?
The Oh Jesus Church of
Third Methodist Church of Carrion Hill.
This is the Church of Nazareth of Carrion Hill. There's a lot of ofs there. Church of Nazareth of Carrion Hill. But you walk inside, and there is a pastor seated at the front, and you just hear just the holy music just like bellow through, just the organs playing. Somebody's practicing the organs. I'm not a church goer. I'm not familiar with what happens, so they're fucking like doing a practice rehearsal, like
a Jesus rehearsal.
Yeah, they're in
What day is it? If it's Wednesday, they could be getting ready for church.
I would say it's like a Monday or Tuesday, so I think they're in the middle. Like, okay, so all I know is like theater references, right? So like they're in Hell Week for their performance.
Oh my god!
This upcoming weekend. So they're in their tech rehearsals for.
This is not how church works. This is not how church works.
I am the fucking director here. I would just like to say I do not understand how a church works. However, in our universe, they have tech rehearsals for their church. And if you at me on goddamn social media about how a church actually works, I will retweet that.
I'm trying to at you in real life right now about how this works because after that I don't want to hear Charles have to come up with what a sermon is because
Yeah,
I
oh
assume
God.
that's what the pastor's doing.
Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy tech rehearsal. Mic check, mic check.
Yeah.
Our guy who be up there looking swell.
They're doing their lighting run through with their lighting individuals. So they set all their different scenes for all the different lighting cues that they have. So the pastor's just
sermons have? Oh my!
Hey, preacher man, what's up?
Oh boy! Oh boy! Okay.
What is my pastor voice? Do I do a cool pastor or do I do an like?
Can we just
stereotypical
retcon? Can we
pastor?
retcon this to be a Catholic church and it's just fucking empty, and you could just go up and like light a candle or something if you're of the mind?
No, fuck no. It's my tech heavy Nazareth church.
How long has it been since the man died?
It's been a few days at least, from what you know.
Okay, we walk in. Oh, I'm sorry. Are we early? Are we late? I'm sorry. I'm being rude. Pastor Ash Delaney, nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you, folks. How are you doing?
We're not good. I'm sure you've heard about Henry Wilson. We actually came down from Birmingham for his funeral.
The poor bastard.
We didn't know when the funeral was, but we assumed sometime this week, and we decided in the meantime we would take in the glory of Carrion Hill.
It is glorious.
Yeah, certainly.
So are we in time?
No,
The funeral is this weekend. However, if you would like to spend some time grieving, I can help you. I can help you with the grieving process. Have you been to church lately, my people? I don't know what
Well-
pastors do. So,
well, unfortunately, we haven't, Pastor, because let's be honest, we're from Birmingham, and those heathens up there, they don't.
oh, those heathens in Birmingham.
They don't have anything like this, like that upholds the true glory of God, and so we thought here would be the best place to grieve. How did you know Henry?
He was a person here at at the Church of the Nazarene. He led the children's chorus.
Always.
The singing children of the Church of Nazarene. There was only 3 because it's a really small town, so it's 3 singing children. But he did lead that choir.
He had a beautiful voice. So I don't want to say this, but did the family decide to do an open casket or cremation? Like, how is... What are we in for, basically?
We're wondering if we would have the chance to sort of say goodbye to him, or... I mean, did he get really messed up by
Yes.
that big old bird?
Oh. I don't...
It's okay, Pastor. Take your time.
You said your family?
Yes, we're second cousins.
I need you to roll fast talk.
That's a 10 plus 2, baby.
Nice.
Normally in these situations, unless we have, actual family from here in town, we normally don't let people, just see the bodies. But if
Well,
you...
no, we don't want to. We don't want to see
do.
him right
Yes,
now.
we
Well,
do.
I mean, if you'd like, I'm just saying, like.
I stepped on your foot. I stepped on your foot.
Oh, we just would like to say farewell to his. We would like to look upon his face, much like Luke did to Darth Vader in that hit film.
To say goodbye to Henry, just
Yes.
alone one last time before the actual ceremony, just so there's no, surprises if it's
Right.
real bad.
I understand.
Yeah, we don't want to be like, ugh, at the funeral.
So, this here is I don't know if you've seen the town, and we're a small town. This church is half church, half morgue, half funeral, half funeral parlor. So
I was afraid you were gonna say half church, half pizza place.
I'm in the church. I'm in the morgue. I'm in the combination church.
I'm at the Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut.
I'm at the Pizza Hut. I'm at the Church of God. I'm at the combination Pizza Hut and Church of God. There we go.
Church of God.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
He goes, well, so the body I don't think is in a place to be viewed as of right now, but if you come back tomorrow, I can have somebody here to say your last goodbyes.
That would be fantastic. Thank you so much, Father, Pastor. Which one are we doing?
You can call me Daddy.
Yes, I knew you were gonna fucking say that. Thank
Thanks,
you,
Dad.
thank you, Sky Daddy.
Thank you. We all thank the Sky Daddy here at the Church of Nazareth. I love, my interpretation of religion here is, so fucky.
Two out of the 3 people in this podcast have never been inside a No. Oh, God.
Meanwhile, I'm from
Yep.
Alabama, so of course I have.
I've been in, 2 churches in my entire life. One was for someone else's wedding.
I had to go into one so I could get my Pizza Hut order.
Oh, it's the joke that we made earlier about the Pizza Hut Church of God. I got it. I got what you were saying about going into a church to get your pizza order.
Jesus.
Yeah. So,
Thank you. Are we going with It was Pastor? We're calling him Pastor.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're going with
Yeah.
Pastor.
Oh,
here.
in the South, it's pastor. It
Gotcha.
don't matter what kind of church it is, it's pastor.
Thank God one of us knows what the fuck it's supposed to be. Thank you very much, Pastor. We appreciate your accommodations in this our heaviest time of grieving.
Are you folks gonna be here for a good amount of time, like a few weeks? Because next weekend we're putting on Godspell, the musical, which is actually the religious.
We actually have to go. We'll be back.
and you leave the church. You guys run out of the church at this point. And find yourself back. I think it's been close to an hour at this point, and you find yourselves back at the pizza bar, and the mayor is just walking up the street. You can see him as you're coming down this way, and he just waves at you. He just waves at you both. Just
Mayor, good to see you promptly on time, as I would ever expect a fantastic mayor as yourself to be.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that.
So what do you say? Let's slam some za and drink some. What are you, a whiskey man, a vodka person?
You drink the whiskey drink, you drink the vodka drink.
Tequila individual?
I'm a whiskey vodka person. I do a little bit of whiskey, a little bit of vodka, mix them together. You have yourself a whiskey vodka.
Call it a whisker, is what we call it out in Birmingham.
A whisker.
I'll tell you though, that's whiskey business, mixing those two, am I right?
oh.
Oh, God.
All right, come on in. I made friends with the bartender earlier. He is a great guy.
And you walk in. You sit yourselves down at a booth. So it's a kind of like a Pizza Hut. You go and order. Nobody seats you down. You just go and order the food, and they bring it out to you. Or is it a goddamn buffet? Is it like the fucking pizza ranch?
It's a buffet.
It 100%.
It is
It's a pizza buffet.
Yes.
It's the goddamn pizza ranch.
I'm mixing cherry jello and chocolate pudding in a bowl, just getting ready to Ralph it down.
Hal Bishop is an animal. Although we established that in our bonus episode that you can check out on Patreon.
Patreon.
You can hear Hal Bishop's other canonical food and beverage crimes.
Y'all telling me y'all ain't never did that? mix the jello pudding together?
So as you sit down, you order pizza. You bullshit with the mayor for 10 minutes. And he looks at you both and says, well, you want to move here to town. I've got to say, there's not really anywhere to move. We're kind of a small community. We don't really let outsiders move into town. But I really appreciate you folks spending time here. It's really nice to see that people appreciate Carrion Hill.
Oh, it's a phenomenal town, like we said. Came down just for a couple of days, just to have fun, celebrate, eat pizza, and we just fell in love with it. We really did. That really upsets me. Why exactly do you not allow quote-unquote outsiders in, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, we like to keep to ourselves.
Should I pull the Henry Wilson card out now?
That's really
that we know
early.
someone died?
We need to get him. I feel like we should get him a little more liquored up before we do that.
Well, you know what? We're only here for a short time, but how about we're here for a good time as well? Barkeep, 3 whiskers. Come on over.
He walks over and just lays a bottle of whiskey down on the table. He's like, well, you're probably going to be drinking all of this, right? And then he just walks away.
Whiskers. We need vodka as well.
We need a vodka bottle too. Yep.
And he does. He brings it over.
Yeah. No, he brings over a singular bottle that already hasn't mixed. It says Mayor's Special Juice. It just has that written on it.
Mayor juice.
I love it.
While you continue the conversation, I'm going to fill my flask up with sweet tea so we can continue getting liquored up.
Does Ash actually drink, or...
Delaney doesn't know what you're doing because Delaney wasn't here for that. Delaney left.
I was going to, gesture so you know what to do, but I much prefer the canon that you're going shot for shot with Hal, who's using sweet tea. And by the end of it, Delaney is fucked.
Well, I imagine you're kind of pissed at me anyway. I've been kind of a dickhead this entire trip. So, that's up to you to decide. Do you want a gesture?
I bring it back, and I think I do gesture, and you don't notice. Actually, roll to notice.
Yeah,
might not be
roll to assess.
Okay. I was gonna do a character thing, but sure, we can make it a roll. That's an 8, which I guess +1 is a 9, so that's a mixed success.
Yeah, so you see it happen, but you don't understand what the actual intention behind it is.
So I just know you're
just
doing like a weird thing with a flask, and maybe I shrug at you, and so okay, now I guess it's up to you. Do you want to explain what you're doing? I'm just like, huh?
I think that's just it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because you're talking to the mayor while I'm trying to show you, and you're like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening.
Like, are you doing an extra, are you drinking more? Like, all right, I didn't know you were like a lush, but okay, I guess, to each their own. I already know you smoke a lot. I guess you've got a lot going on in your life. That's like the internal logic.
Hal Bishop has problems.
Delaney's got their own set of vices, as we may explore someday, so you know what, they're not judging you. So I'm sure you've got a whole lot of, this town's got to have a whole lot of interesting stories to it, with the mining history and everything.
Yeah, it's an older town. Way back, it was like an old gold mine in town. And then, the gold ran out. that town died. This town came up because they started mining the iron, mining the coal, and that happened and he's kind of a little like toasty at this point. It's like that happened like 30, 40 years ago. That started picking up again now. Now that's starting to taper off a little bit. People are leaving town. As you can see by my office building, there's not really much else here except for the pizza bar, my office, and all those churches.
There are a lot of churches, Delaney. I don't know if this was in the character description that we're gonna add in. Delaney's very small. Delaney is like Delaney
Yeah.
is kind of a manlet. They are like 5'3" or 4", so they're tipsy right along with you. Maybe a little bit past.
Yeah, there are a lot of churches, and it's nice being in a town filled with God and with a people who can come together through adversity.
And actually, Mayor, I'm returning now. I do have a question. It's a small town. Are the churches like in competition with one another? Because assumedly you don't have enough people to really fill out each church on a Sunday. Are they competing, or like what's the deal?
With that, everybody has their own church.
They
So
get one when they move into town.
you get your own one. Honestly, in the end, there's no competition here. Everybody here in Carrion Hill, we're all here to help each other. We're all one big family here.
Well, clearly, I mean, they have your own. You've got your own bottle here, and let me tell you, I didn't think I'd like it. Whisker is the best drink I think I've ever had. It's very good.
If you like the taste of whiskey, you like to take the taste of vodka, just put them together. That's what I always say.
I'd say
Mhm.
it's maybe my top 5. I'd put it in the top 5. But I'm curious about Mr. Mayor. What I'm wondering is if the town has fallen upon such hard times, the unfortunate, we saw that there was a crime, and how is there so much security? How can you afford all the security around? It seems a bit odd. Just as a, because, if we're looking to move into this fine town, obviously we're like, there was a crime here. But obviously the security makes us feel a little bit better about it, because it's like, oh, well, at least there's good, fine people of the law. But that seems a bit at odds with the situation you're describing. It just seems a bit strange.
Mayor, give us a second with what the fuck are you doing?
Well, I'm just asking a perfectly innocent question, Ash. I don't understand what.
The security.
Yes.
The security.
Yeah. It's a funny word, right?
I can't talk about it too much.
Oh,
For reasons.
You could be really quiet. We can keep a secret. We're very good at keeping secrets.
And he just like he just kind of looks at you and he just says, we all kind of take turns with security here at the mines. And then he just kind of, because he's just like, we all take turns with security at the mines because we just don't want it to get out, And then he just fucking passes out, just like right in front of you guys.
Mayor, excuse me, Mayor, what do you want not to get out, Mayor?
I don't think you can hold his whiskers.
I think we may have just killed the mayor, but it's okay. So, Delaney, are you good? I guess we can go back to normal names now. Are you gonna be good?
You're Delaney right now.
Well, no, we were Delaney for the mayor, who is definitely, possibly dead, but absolutely not paying attention. So you get to go back to being Delaney now.
Wait. Can I be the mayor?
No.
I want to be the mayor now. And then, okay, fine. You can be the mayor. And then they can. I'll
he's
be Delaney.
the mayor. No matter
can be
what.
bishop. He can be bishop right now. I'll still be Delaney. You could take a turn being the mayor. I'm gonna take another drink. It's very good. Here, and Delaney pulls the mayor up by his hair, and
His mouth is just like agape, just like hanging down, kind of drooling a little bit. You hear him snoring.
he's fine. He's alive. He's fine. He puts his head back up.
Yeah, it's just the head just like
they
falls
let
and
his
hits the
head
table.
He's fine. You can take a turn at being mayor now. You're having fun.
You seem to be having a good time. Here, have some of this, and I just give you my flask, because sweet tea is mostly water, and I'm just trying to make sure you stay hydrated right now.
I'm fantastic.
Yes, it is.
This isn't alcohol. You were.
Yes. I wasn't drinking.
That makes sense.
Here, come on. Let's go sit you down in the car for a nap, and when you wake up.
What time is it?
It's like 9 p.m. at this point. You guys have been just chilling with the mayor, so you still have some extra time to sober up. But like at this point, with how drunk you are,
damn! I really wanted to go there. Drunk.
There's only a few hours left. You are still going to be a little drunk there.
I propose that Delaney takes a nap in the car to be at least somewhat sober when we have to go fight a dinosaur or whatever you have planned for us.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. All right. So if we're in the car, at least then we can talk more. I'm fine. We have to go. We were in the car for so long. We were in the car for like 1,000 hours.
No, it's sleepy time. It's sleepy time now. Just here you go. Lean that back and just take a nap.
Don't talk to me like I am a child. You are the assistant.
Yes, and
you're going to be dead in like 6 weeks anyway. So
then I better make the best use of myself while I am here, and I'm assisting you by making sure that you're good when we have to go investigate tonight. So just go to bed. It's okay. I'll tell you if anyone comes up.
Stop touching my hair. It's weird. Quit it.
Just go to sleep.
They keep giving me nannies.
It seems like because you need one.
And yet, I'm the one who's lasted in the position. So do the math there. Yeah, do that. Then do that. Algebra, calculus. Why don't you?
As an aside, I do like how when Ash Delaney gets drunk, they start doing an Adam Sandler impression. Anyways, cut back to you guys making your jokes and me just listening and enjoying this.
You know, maybe you've survived this long because your office is bullshit. Light up a cigarette, roll down window.
If you had seen half the things I have, you wouldn't be so quick to say whatever. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't. Before I take a nap, answer me one question, Hal. Will you do that for me? As an assistant?
Yes, as your assistant, I will answer a question.
Thank you. What's the weirdest thing you've ever seen?
I don't know. I saw a 3-legged dog once. How about that? It was weird. I mean, like, it was just walking down the street, like, and it wasn't like there was a stump. It was like he was born without it. It was weird.
Well, we'll see how long you last this job. I'm gonna ask you the question again in like a month.
Sure.
The Weird is created, produced, and written by Charles Joseph Kelly. Ash Delaney is played by Megan Danger. Hal Bishop is played by Scotty Moore. Cheyenne Madej is played by Nancy Dreckman. The narrator is played by Lee Shackelford. Everyone else is played by Charles Kelly. Thanks for joining The Weird, y'all.
This has been a production of Loudspeaker Networks. For more on this and other programs, visit loudspeaker.fm.